There's just hours left before a most historic event is going to take place here in Hunu village in Umtata district in the Eastern Cape province of South Africa. And that is the funeral service of the late president of the country, Nelson Mandela. He's going to be laid to rest here where he spent just under 2 decades of his life. So it's extremely significant for him to be laid to rest here. And the funeral service is going to take place in that large white tent that you can see behind me, which is largely going to be cordoned off to the public. It's going to remain a family affair. For the 4,000 or so accredited journalists from South Africa and around the world, they're going to have to cover the funeral service from quite a distance. Authorities who gave a press briefing earlier on talked about the fact that they want to ensure that the funeral is covered from that distance to allow the family of Nelson Mandela and his friends as well privacy to pay their last respects to him.
Bear this in mind, though, that when tomorrow, particularly on the day of the funeral, we reach a point where we feel from a security point of view, from a disaster management point of view, that we're going to have more people than we can accommodate. We're going to come to a point where we'll say to you as friends, as colleagues, to say we can't accommodate anymore. We will.
Now, the security presence in Hunu is large. Never before has there been such a heavy presence, not since his release in 1990, but even then, it wasn't of this colossal magnitude. And this is mostly because of the dignitaries who are going to be making their way here this weekend, and also to ensure that there isn't anything that's going to go wrong. Now, the body of Nelson Mandela will be arriving from the Umtata airport and making its way through to Umtata town. The procession is going to be going through there. People will be able to pay their last respects in their own way for a man who many of them never got to meet. Janet Mbogwa, Hunu village in Umtata, Eastern Cape province, South Africa.